Come on, friends, let's learn English. It's the English time. And I'm present before you. Seeing me, you understand very well. I have come in here to give you some tips as to make correct sentences. It matters a lot because when you attend an interview, if you speak wrong English, you are not going to be selected for the job. Therefore, it is very important, it's of paramount importance rather, to speak correct English, grammatically correct English, okay? Which many of us fail to do. Let's look at the board. But before you look at the board, I would like to tell you what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn certain tricky exceptions of the English language. The English language is really a very strange language because there are some very tricky features of the English grammar. And we need to know those features, those exceptions. Otherwise, when we speak English, we must be confused or we must be making wrong sentences. And moreover, it sometimes happens that you are listening to somebody and you are thinking that the person is speaking wrong English because you see that the sentences that he is making are not of course, matching the rules of the English grammar that you know. Why? Because that person, the speaker, knows the exceptions, the tricky features of the English language, and he is constructing sentences according to those features. And that is what we are going to learn today. Look at the board now. Some words ending in s can be singular or plural. Excuse me. Isn't it very funny? The word, look at this line once again. Some words ending in s. When a word ends in s, a noun ends in s, we generally think that this is a plural noun. But it is not always so. Sometimes these words can be used as a singular noun as well. For example, means. MEANS. It's a noun, means, method, okay? Mode, MODE. Here you see S is used after mean. So you may have the idea that perhaps it is a plural noun. But let me make it clear to you that this particular noun can also be used as a singular. Look at this phrase. A means of transport. When we are using the article a before means, it is indicating that this word means is being used as a singular noun. Look at the next phrase. Many means of transport. Seeing the word many, you understand that it must be followed by a plural noun. And here, the same noun has been used. Means. No change is there. It is not that we have to pluralize it by adding es. Meanses. No, not that. So this word is used either as a singular noun or as a plural noun. Next word. Series. Everyone knows the word series. But now the question is, if you are asked to pluralize the word, how will you pluralize? To pluralize the word, you don't need to add any s or es. And this word, if you use, you may use as a singular noun or a plural noun. Look at this phrase, a television series. Seeing this a, you understand that it is a singular noun. A television series. Next, or two television series. It is not that two television series is, not that, because this word is treated both as a singular noun and a plural noun. Next one, species. You know the word species? Species, this word often occurs in your life science book or your biology book. Species. Look at the example. A species of birds. This is a species of birds. A species. Follow this. Next one. Or 200. When you use 200, you know that you have to use a plural noun after this. Look at this. Species. It's not that you have to use species, because species, this word also follows the same rules as the other two words. Let's move on to number 2. Some singular nouns are often used with a plural verb. Isn't it a very tricky exception of the English language, English grammar? I feel so. And that's why I have decided to bring this to your notice today. So that when you speak English or you write something in English, you don't have any sort of confusion at all. What are those nouns? Those nouns clearly say that they not only they say this, but the words sound and look exactly like a singular noun. But if you want, you can use those nouns as a plural as well. For example, audience. We know that an audience does not consist of one viewer or one listener. An audience always consists of more than one viewer or more than one listener. Therefore, if you want, you can use this word audience as a plural noun. So if you happen to see anywhere the use of the word audience as a plural noun, don't get surprised, or don't don't draw the conclusion that perhaps this is a mistake. This is not a mistake. Next, committee. Committee also consists of more than one member. Now the question sometimes arises in our minds that, well, all right, say for example in the movie theater there is only one viewer to watch the movie. Shouldn't that viewer be called an audience? Because unfortunately that day the movie theater has only one viewer, and that viewer forms the audience. So if you know for sure that there is only one viewer today, you may use this word audience as a singular one. In the same way, if the committee consists of one member only, one member committee, you don't need to use this word committee as a plural noun. But generally what we see, generally these words which are written here consist of many. Next one, company. Company also consists of many. Generally not one person makes company. Next, family. Family also consists of many members. Let me tell you that sometimes you will find that there is only one member in the family. What should you call that family? It's a family after all. You may use in that case family as a singular noun. Even if the word family consists of many members, if you want, you can use it as a singular noun. This much liberty you have. So the English language gives you this liberty. You don't have to use these words only as a plural noun, but as a singular noun as well. So there should not be any confusion. Now what happens, you know that these words are singular, therefore you are using the singular verb after these words. It's okay, fine. But if you happen to see anywhere the use of these words as singular nouns, you get a little confused. Sometimes you start thinking that perhaps the writer has made a mistake. It's not a mistake. It is an exception. It is a very strange exception of the English grammar. Next, government. Government also, there are many people there. So you may use this as a plural noun. And if you like, you may use it as a singular noun as well. So this much freedom you have. Staff. So this word staff consists of many members. members of the staff. So it is used as a plural noun. Okay. Sorry. Next, team. Think of a team. A team has 11 members. So you know that there are 11 members, 11 players in the team. And so you use that word team as a plural noun. I'm repeatedly telling you, my dear friends, that if you use team as a singular noun, you will not be wrong. Nobody can say that you are making a mistake. So you have that freedom, the huge freedom you are enjoying. You can use this word as a plural noun or as a singular noun. Farm, in the same way, farm. A farm consists of many people, many members. Therefore, if you want, you can use the word farm as a plural noun or as a singular noun. Let's make some example sentences. Here you see there are some example sentences here. The government have. Seeing this particular auxiliary verb have, you understand that here the writer or the speaker means that government consists of many, not one. Therefore, the government have decided to increase taxes. If anybody says the government has decided to increase the taxes, it is equally correct. Don't think that person is perhaps making a mistake because you have watched this video and after that you are thinking that, well, so those people who use government as a singular noun are perhaps wrong. No, they are also right. But if you want, you can use the plural. You may use the word as a plural noun. Next one, the staff at the office are, A-R-E-R. This verb clearly indicates that here the word staff is used as a plural noun. The staff at the office are not happy with their, T-H-E-I-R, their. You understand? With their working conditions. Now, if anybody says the staff at the office is not happy with, what will you use here? You may use there. If you want, you may use there. Or if you want, you may use its working condition. But generally, in English, we always see people using this particular word there after staff. So it is better for us to follow that rule and use the word there after staff. But we are using the word staff as a singular noun. We are using the singular verb here. The staff at the office is not happy. All right. Here, are not happy written, so it is also correct. Move on to the next one, number 3. In the same way, we often use a plural verb after the name of a sports team or a country. Try to follow this. In the same way, we often, not always, often, we often use a plural verb. A plural verb is used. After what? After the name of a sports team. We are talking about a sports team. That is what is written here, team. Okay? A sports team or a country. Sometimes we use the name of the country to mean a team. For example, India. India are going to play today. Or India are going Red Guns. India are successful in scoring a few tons. T-O-N, ton. Ton sometimes is used in case of cricket, which means century. He has scored a ton. He has scored a century. Yes. So, however, that's not the subject matter today. Here you see the example sentences. Italy are playing Brazil. Italy are playing. Italy is the name of a country. It is followed by are. Why? Because here Italy means the team that represents Italy. Italy are playing Brazil next week in a football match. Next, George Telegraph. It's also the name of a team. George Telegraph have defeated. Look, this auxiliary verb have is used here. That means George Telegraph here is used, this particular one is used as a singular, as a plural noun, because there are many members in this particular team. George Telegraph have defeated their opponent in all the matches. There have. These are all underlined. Why? To highlight these words so that you remember. And I shall also request you to note down in your exercise book what you are going to learn now or what you have just learned, so that you can read those rules a number of times at home and make your English absolutely grammatically accurate. Now, if you want, you say somebody says Italy is playing Brazil. Is that person wrong? I'm telling you, my dear friends, don't think that the person is making a mistake. This is no mistake, because here you see, we often use plural verbs, often, not always. Often means frequently. We frequently use some plural verb after the name of a sports team or a country. Here, first one, the example of a country, Italy, and the second one, George Telegraph, the name of a team. Note. I would like to bring to your notice this particular one. A singular verb, the government wants, Italy is, etc., is also possible. That is what I'm trying to hammer into your mind, into your head, so that you don't think that the person who is using these words as singulars, they're wrong. No, they're not wrong. They're absolutely correct. And if you use them as plural nouns, you are also absolutely correct. Next, number 4. We always use a plural verb with police. There is an exception. Police. We do not say a police. If you want to singular use the word one member of the police, then you say a policeman. A policeman is standing there. Not a police is standing there. Because police is a collective noun, and this collective noun is always here. You see, always, not often. Always this plural, this word police is used with a plural verb, and there is an exception. And for that reason only, here written always. The example sentence: the police are chasing the criminals. Do not say the police is chasing. The police are chasing the criminals. Within brackets written here, not the police is. Do not say the police is or police has. The police has arrested the criminal. No, don't say that. That is not what the British English grammar says. Now, I don't know about other English grammars. Say, somebody in America may use the word police as a singular noun. Don't be very confused at the time. These days, I often follow on the internet different types of English are used. But I am trying to teach you what the British English grammar says, because we generally learn the British English here. At our schools, at our college, universities, our professors, our teachers always use the English language that is used by the people living in England. Okay? There are some people, of course, especially in the corporate world, who use American English accent, even English words. There are some English words which are solely used in America. And those words may confuse the Britishers. So it is also necessary for us to know the difference, basic difference between the American English and the British English. Note, once again, I would like to request you to note it. It is never used in a singular sense. It means the word police. The police never used in a singular sense. Okay? Now you may ask me where I have collected this from. These rules I have collected from some source, of course. I generally follow different types of grammar books. For example, Oxford Grammar, Practical English Grammar, and there are some English grammars written by the teachers of the English language in India. Okay, so if you follow different types of grammar books, you will come across different exceptions, and it is very important for you to memorize those exceptions, because if you do not know those exceptions, you will easily tell that somebody is speaking wrong English. In fact, they are not speaking wrong English, they are speaking correct English, but it is unfortunate that you don't know the exceptions. So that is why I have just decided to help you out with these exceptions, so that when you speak English, you write something in English, you do not make any mistake, or you do not know that there are some words which are clearly plural nouns in nature, but they are used with singular verbs. Okay? So that's all about this lesson. See you again in the next lesson. But you know now what I'm going to tell you. But still, I have to say this. Those of you who have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel if you feel or if you think that this channel is helping you in any way at all. If you see that the contents of this channel are not of much use to you, at least you are not benefiting from those contents which are here on this channel, you must not subscribe to this channel. I know that very well. And I shall not, of course, request you to subscribe to this channel if these contents do not help you. And if you see that my teaching style is not very good, or you feel that I have room to improve my teaching capacity, teaching process, teaching method, then please mention in the comment box. Give me some guidelines. There are many people who know much better English than I do, so I'm requesting them to write down their valuable comments in the comment box, which will immensely help me. Thank you very much. See you again in the next video session. Bye bye.
So the topic is where will be our Indian economy after 10 years. So we all know about the LPG system, that is the liberalization, privatization and globalization, which was passed on 1991, and which was passed in 1991, and which is we are following the current government. They are following that systems only. So
That systems, not that system.
that system.
And
So-
if you say systems, you have to say those systems or these systems.